The Wall Street Journal out with a piece this morning laying out the case that the administration is moving beyond just tariffs and looking at other instruments of federal power here to crack down on Chinese theft of U.S. intellectual property. The Wall Street Journal writing this morning that the administration is broadening its China trade battle, and they're going to use export controls, indictments, and other tools in that case. One example they offer is the recent indictment of a number of Chinese entities in the Micron Tech case for allegedly stealing American intellectual property in that case. What the Wall Street Journal is reporting squares with what officials tell me, that this is a whole of government effort involving not only the Department of Justice, but also State, Commerce, the White House itself, and other entities. So expect a lot more of this kind of push. Ironically, it was Jeff Sessions, the former Attorney General of the United States, who kicked this off on November 1st with a big speech on Chinese corporate espionage and the crackdown at the Department of Justice. Now, Sessions is out as Attorney General, but officials expect that his successor will continue to step up the pressure on Chinese intellectual property theft, guys.
So, Eamon, we take this report and we put it with the Navarro comments on Friday. And I mean, just a few days ago, there was some talk of a thaw in relations. The president was reaching out to Xi. They had a phone call. They're looking forward to their meeting in G20. Are we now expecting that maybe it won't go so well and it's actually not as good as it seems?
Well, I think you're right to link those two, and this is sort of all of a piece, right? And I think you're also right to point out that, there are factions inside this White House who have different ideas on how to approach this. The sort of the nationalist / globalist breakdown, however you want to put it, inside this White House hasn't gone away. And really, it's up to the president to be the sort of ultimate arbiter of all this and make a decision as to how he wants to proceed. I think that's why this G20 in Argentina at the end of this month is going to be fascinating, because that's sort of the time frame that everybody points to whether or not the president's going to decide to get a deal with Xi Jinping here or not. One possibility here that we shouldn't overlook is the president could simply declare victory, get some kind of concessions from the Chinese, relatively small or not, and say, you know what, we've just won and no need to push forward with all this. But there are elements, I think, within his White House who would say we need to continue this crackdown, we need to ramp up the pressure. Let's not look for a short-term political victory here.